Okay, so it appears we are live. Yeah, we are live. Oh, hello. Hello, what's this? What's this? Hello there. Yep, we've got the audio input. Yep, that's fine. That was a bit weird. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so we're at peak tip-top performance. We are live, we are streaming. I'm just making sure everything's nice and fine. And welcome to the Warp Forge live stream. Obviously, again, today we are painting up going to finish the CW Heatwave. Now, on that note, I brought snacks. I got cookies, I got Twinkies. Hey, two viewers. Hello, viewers. We are painting CW Heatwave, and we're going to get this guy finished today. So, and we also have a cup of tea. So I've got all the snacks ready. I've got 2 chocolate muffins as well. Got all the snacks, got all the sugar rush. Keep us up all night because it is about 11 o'clock right now. So, what shall we talk about today? Because right now it's been a wonderful, wonderful day. And hopefully I should be getting some Batman. I've got some 40k on Wednesday with Harry from the Dark Artisan. I'm going to be using his Adeptus Mechanicus against the oncoming hordes of the new Tyranid Codex. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to be making a list after this stream and then sending it to him, seeing what he can do and stuff like that, because I've got the list of minis that he owns, because I'm using his army because my Night Lords aren't finished yet. So that's a thing. We're going to be doing that. That's going to be fun. I'm going to very much enjoy doing that. And obviously, Batman. Now, recording wise, I don't have a camera. I've got this live stream and that's it. The camera I'm currently using is crap for recording, if I'm honest. I'd much rather just do it somewhere. Well, I'd rather much have an actual recorder. So I'm hoping to get a new camera next year. But currently I'm debating between a new camera or Fallout miniatures, because I really want the Fallout miniatures, especially the Minutemen. I know I'm probably like the only person in like out of everyone who wants to do Minutemen. Everyone's asking for Raiders and Enclave, and I'm just wanting Preston Garvey, Piper, Soul Survivor, and Power Armor, Sentry Bot, and Minutemen. So, right, we need to get the first paint out. So, how is everyone in the stream? I need black paint. Where did I put the black paint? There we go. Now, obviously, as you can see in the background, we've got these. Now, these are a blast from the past. And I say that because 6 years ago, I started making my own skirmish, steampunk skirmish game. Well, not skirmish, it's like a small-scale war game, like roughly the scale of War Machine and Hordes. So it's like typically 30 to 50 models on a 4x4 board. That's what I was wanting for, except I wanted it to be a bit more, I don't know. It's not making War Machine better, but I wanted to make my own war game, and I thought a 4x4 is more accessible than a 6x4, and people rather have 50 minis as opposed to hundreds and hundreds of minis. If you want to do that, then unfortunately 40k is all you're going to get, because everyone's reluctant to start a miniatures game on that scale unless it was like tiny, like 15 mil and stuff like that. Now obviously I started making minis. What I did was I drew them, scanned them into a scanner, then just size them down on like Microsoft Publisher. Then I printed them out, and obviously I've put them on like little really badly done paper bases, but I'm thinking about just doing the same thing again, except blue tacking them onto actual bases. So that's a fun thing. It is something I want to progress with, because like I say, this isn't a project that I've given up on. This is something that I've been working at for 6 years, just chipping away at it, really, thinking about aesthetics, getting the rules right, because the first thing I wanted was really tight rules. Everyone likes really tight rules because anyone can make the balance. Well, you can get balance from tight rules, I find, anyway. Yeah. So right now we are just painting up CW Heatwave. Other than that, I've just been following Arkham City Limits and the Deadpool, as well as the Iceberg Lounge, which is the official, well, unofficial Northeast, England Northeast Batman miniatures game, DC miniatures game, Spider-Man miniatures game, Marvel miniatures game group. Northeast England, the Iceberg Lounge. And yeah, I've just been following stuff on there and stuff, and everyone, and there was a current conversation about shooters, how many shooters and people with beam weapons there are, and I just thought it was an interesting collection, I suppose. I can see how I feel like I can see that thread going downhill. I can see someone just going, "Oh look, we've got beam weapons, and therefore they break the game" or something. Like they don't, personally, they don't. But you can just imagine someone saying something daft or trying to move an agenda and derail the whole thread. Dear. But yeah. Currently, we're doing the most painful bit about the Mini, and that's repainting all the grills black, because when we sprayed it, the paint hasn't gotten in the grills. So we're just redoing them, which is a pain in the backside. Because this was before I started just spraying the bases separately, so that the wood, if that makes sense, but so that the paint would get in the recesses. So this is just a pain in the backside for me personally. But alas, it is there. It's happening. It's a thing that's definitely happening. Yeah. Like I say, I was talking. Like I say, I haven't been doing much. I saw my dad today, and we were talking about Batman because my dad likes the game. My dad really enjoys the game. He wants to do either Black Mask or Falcone. So ultimately, everything's organised crime for him. But yeah, he's wanting to do Black Mask. He's currently switching between Falcone and Black Mask because he likes Falcone as like the big boss man, but he just wants to do like the ordinary guys against like the more superhuman elements and supernatural elements like Scarecrow, Bane, Mr. Freeze, etc. Which is fine. I think that's pretty cool. I think it's a cool idea. I mean, like Gotham really does hand it to them. Like they are mean bastards and like they don't mess around really. And Falcone is great. Falcone is great. I loved Maroni in Gotham. Maroni was fantastic. Like, if they did a Maroni mini, then I'd be sorted. I'd be doing him as a boss. Him as a crime boss. So, nobody's in the chat. We have 2 viewers. Yeah. But yeah, I really want to. I look at Maroni. It's like I want all the organized crime henchmen and stuff. But that's only because I do Wonderland, and I want to have more Wonderland stuff. But at the same time, it's like I'm perfectly happy with what I've got. The only thing that I ever bought specifically for Wonderland in the second edition was the LexCorp Heavy Trooper, because I wanted to convert something into the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. And as you've seen in previous live streams, I got that done. And it's all on the Warp Forge YouTube channel if you want to check that out as well. I need to get more black paint. Oh boy. This guy is a fun guy. Like, honestly, I've really enjoyed doing the tan or the industrial coat that he's got on. It was very simple, but it was like how I did Killing Joker's coat, because I love that mini, and I paid so much attention to the Killing Joker sculpt. And I'm really happy with the paint job on that. So I really liked doing this, because it was just the way the wash set in, the colours look right, you know what I mean? When the colours look right and you just think, yeah, that looks like it's from the show. And you can just say it, and you can see like where it's leveled up and stuff like that. You can't help but feel proud about it, if I'm honest. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more Batman. I've got to send a message to me University Gaming Society. Either sugar. Oh, hello, it's all falling apart today now, isn't it? Didn't get any black on the thing on the coat, so that's all good. I've got to send a message to the University Game Society asking if anyone wants a game of Batman as well, because I'm really enjoying Batman and I've got another game on Thursday. But the only thing I can do is take photos at the moment, and it's really annoying because I really want my camera back. Right. Okay, we're gonna solve this problem. Oh, actually, hang on, I can't make that Friday. Sorry, other arrangements. I'm gonna have to tell my grandmother I can't make the Friday. So I'm just painting these up. So how was everyone's day today? Just turn that. Just so that it's easy for me just to paint. Yeah, seems alright. There we go. Right, okay. Right, I need just to add a little bit more black to things. Oh, sugar. Okay. Okay, so we've just tidied up really. Oh, hello. Actually, we'll tidy you up a bit more. Yep. Just tidying up the shoes whilst we're at it as well. Just to make sure. Yep, just making sure. So yeah, interesting note. I don't know, like I say, it's just I'm really enjoying Batman and I can't really say anything. Oh, yeah, that's a thing. Repaint over Heatwave's head. I've added a bit too much black to the palette, so a lot of black paint is going to go to waste. So right now we have to wait for this thing to dry now because of the floor, because the floor is lava, or painting lava in this case. So we're currently live, we're just doing stuff. Just waiting for this miniature to dry. Hello, new viewer! Today we're just currently painting up the CW Heatwave, and we're getting him done. He's going to get done today. I can guarantee it. His gun needs a bit of work, the base needs to work, and the skin. That's it. Oh, and the shoes. Just dry brush a bit of grey, wash it down, maybe bring it back up a little bit more, give it that rough and tumble. But ultimately, this mini will be done today. Hello, new viewer! We're getting all the views today. Hey, just painting up the CW Heatwave. Only like 3 or 4 things to paint. We should get this guy done today. Right now, I'm just waiting for the black paint to dry on his forehead because it's chipped off a little bit. And I had to paint all the grills inside, as you can see, because the undercoat or the spray paint didn't actually hold into those recesses. This was before I started spraying the bases separately. So yeah, I've just been doing that, just waiting for the paint to dry at the moment. So yeah, how is everyone's day? I don't bite. I'll just get myself some food because we're going to stay up and we're going to paint. We are going to paint Batman minis. Oh, aye. Why, aye. Hello. Yep. Yep. From the north. Well, from Newcastle. Newcastle with a Twinkie. Hoping to do more live streams as well, just paint minis, just as motivation really, because I've just had zero motivation to paint with all my university work. But now I'm clearing that out of the way. I've got some time to myself, and I'd rather just paint minis, Batman minis specifically, just so I can show them on the so I can show them on battle reports and stuff over on the YouTube channel. Fair enough. Yeah, Durham's a nice place. Durham's very nice actually. Yeah, I like Durham, but like I say, it's like I'm known. Well, I'm not known, but I'm used to the more same area because that's where my grandma lives. But yeah, Durham is a nice place. I like Durham. I like the cathedral. I applied for a runner job there when they were doing the Avengers film there. That was nice. Didn't hear back from them, but you gotta try. Even if I failed, at least I went and tried. And apparently, I was one of the only people. Yeah, I was one like. Sorry, I was the only person out of my year group to try, which I found very interesting. Yeah. Alright, Mike Sharpie? Yeah. Fair enough, Diablo. That's fine, that's fine. Like I say, I'm just painting away at the moment, so I'm just waiting for the paint to dry. So after this Twinkie, it'll probably be dry at the moment. Yeah, Durham's alright. Durham's an alright place. Like I say, it's like nothing. Nothing in the northeast is amazing. But yeah, like I say, I mean, gotta do stuff. The only other thing I've really got to say is I've got a blast from the past by these, because these are just paper cutouts. But 6 years ago, and I'm still hacking away at it. Actually, I started making my own like small scale small scale war game, steampunk. And as part of that, like the main idea was basically, what if we had Darwinism and magic collide at the same time? Well, not at the same time, but collide together to make us an alternate Earth kind of thing. So yeah, so instead of having like one like variation of human, which is like, your ordinary guys, you've got many variations of humans. So you've got like these guys, which are like spider senators and stuff like that, just like infused with like magic. And like you've got some like humans which are normal but like can do spells and all that, and they can be like pagans who can like bring out like tree people, lightning people, summon things. But then you got stuff which are, well, some of them who are a bit more vengeful, who migrated to Russia, and it's all about the gothic horror there, vampires, werewolves, stuff like that, and just like transforming into things and stuff. But like I say, when I was doing like the game and stuff, and I've been typing up the rules and all that, I figured, how am I going to get minis? And the cheapest alternative was that I drew them, which I did, and then I scanned them into a scanner, then just downsize them on Microsoft Publication? Yeah, Microsoft Publication. But yeah, like I say, it was just a blast from the past, and I was thinking, yeah, you know what, I want to stick more at that, because I really enjoyed, because I've only ever had one test game of that game, and when I was playing it as a playtest with my friend really enjoyed it. He just said that like the damage was a bit too confusing and bulky, so I've streamlined it down, so it plays similar to how 40k does its damage, where it's like, okay, this weapon can do 2 damage per dice roll to wound kind of thing. But ultimately, it's what I wanted out of this game, for the game's mechanics wise, was something that's tight but inclusive. And I thought doing alternate activations was the best way to make it for, no, not activations, alternate phases. So if you move, then I move, then you shoot, then I shoot, and you magic, then I magic, then you assault, then I assault, kind of thing. I thought that feels a lot more inclusive, because I think people are willing to invest. If people are into war games and skirmish games alike, they're willing to invest time to put in 2 hours in a game. What they don't want is to sit there bored, and I find with Yugo systems, a lot of people just sit there bored, like 40k. A lot of people just waiting for the turn, waiting like half an hour for the turn. So how do we intervene? How do we make that more inclusive? Because I don't think people are too bothered about time. It's more of a case of making that time fly by. And I think alternate phases do that pretty well. But yeah. Oh boy. I really need to sort out my bin. I've been ill all week, so, well, all previous week. So I haven't been emptying my bins, and it's starting to overflow. Whoops. But yeah, alternate phases and stuff. I've got so many ideas for this game. Like I say, I've already just said about like 3 factions, like Spider Sentinels, Pagans, and more Gothic horror folk. But it's like I've got ideas for like gorillas. I've got gorillas riding dinosaurs. I've got ideas for steampunk souls inside of steampunk robots. I've got ideas for like Atlantis, and like Atlantis being more of a democracy of 3 variations of people, with like octopeople, mermaids, and something else. I've got angels. I've got like lava golem demon things. I've got a lot of ideas that I want to focus and make that game a thing, because I do. I've spent 6 years on the project, and it's the rules and the game wise almost feels finished. It's now just implementing it from pen and paper to computer, and then send that information around to get playtesters and stuff. So yeah, right. So let's see anything more. But yeah, other than that, I'm excited for Heatwave. I'm excited for Heatwave because I want to use. I love Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze is my boy. He always will be. And if I go to tournaments, Mr. Freeze will always be number 1 now. Now that I've got him. But I do want to use Capt and Heatwave, because I've used them a few times and I was a bit but I think I was only a bit like unimpressed because I haven't really painted him. And it's like I get more enthusiasm out of painted minis, and I'm not a painting snob. I don't mind playing against other people's unpainted minis. It's just for myself. If I usually put a self-imposing rule there. If I haven't painted it, I won't use it. So like stuff like my Bane gang, I haven't used because I haven't really painted the Bane that I wanted. Scarecrow gang I haven't used because I've used once or twice, but after that I was like, nah, I'm putting self-imposed rule in. I haven't used Militia at all this edition because I want to get them painted. And the same with Heatwave and Captain Boomerang. I want to paint up my Captain Boomerang from the Suicide Squad box, and Heatwave because I want to do the rogues being Captain Boomerang, Captain Cold, and Heatwave. Having all the captains until they get Golden Glider, and I hope they do CW Golden Glider because I would love to have the trio running me Mr. Freeze gang, or if we could, the Villains of Central City, which is now a thing, which they have so much potential for like 4 releases to give us a good variety on that, but we just gotta wait and see from Knights models. See what they come with. Okay, so apologies, I'm opening a new tab because I am going back to Heatwave. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go into this. I'm going to go into pictures. No, I want to go into pictures. Give me pictures. Go in Batman Adventures game. Go to Heatwave. Yes, it'll do that. Right. Heatwave. Hey. Heatwave. Okay, so it's a bit of orange, bit of orange, bit of orange. Is there anything more? No. Okay, we'll just close that off. Close that off. Open a new tab. Let's go on to CW Heatwave. CW Heatwave gun. We'll start painting the gun just so that we've got more time for the grills to dry because they're so fun when you don't have them. Right, okay, we've got a good picture of that. Oh, orange, 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 guys. Oh, that's going to be fun. Black, orange, silver. Greys or silvers? Well, we've already given it grey, so we'll give it a bit of silver. Boy. Right, okay. I needed to buy more lead belcher metal, didn't I? Well, that's going to be fun. As you can see, this is on its deathbed. There is still paint left in it, but getting the paint out is a rather big hassle. Before I do anything more, I'm going to put it back onto the stream. I think it's dead, Jim. I think it's dead, Jim. Oh, hello. Well, the paint is there. It just won't come out. What we can do is we can leach the paint from the tip here, and then we can apply it to the palette. Like so. So we have a little bit of silver, which is all we need. Wash it off. And then we'll start painting the top here. So it's just one. Yeah. I will be putting up photos and putting them on the Facebook page, also known as the Warp Forge. So if you want to check that out, just type in the Warp Forge on Facebook. When this mini's done, I will give you pictures. Also, I will be giving pictures of the Tin Man, because I haven't done that still. You are all correct. I am a bad man. I need to put pictures of the Tin Man on. Online. Right. You know, a little bit more. I'm just being very careful. Less is more this time. Right, okay, so we need to wash this brush. And then we need to paint a little bit more on. Yep. Okay, so we're just going to quickly go over... Oh, hello. He was punching Rajah Ghul in the face. Yes. Harley and Ivy. Yes, Cole, that's what Cole does. He becomes a badass and starts killing things. Yes, I agree. I know, like I say, they're not a bad combo. They're not bad at all. But I just find that I can't really, like, when I've done them before, I can't really hack them. Like the damage output isn't there. But on another counterpoint, I think it's more of a case of because I've split them off, and I think they do need to genuinely be together. Captain Core needs to activate first, shoot the target, remove any movement counters because of cold, and then Heatwave comes in with Flamethrower, which should be better now because of how they're working out the new template rules. Because as I've noticed with Mr. Freeze's template weapon, it's just double blood now. There isn't a variation of it becoming weaker the further away it is, so it's just double blood. So I think it's just the same. It's the same case with these. Though I think it would be fun to try out Mr. Freeze, Captain Cold, and Heatwave and see what happens there. That might be a fun combo to try. Rogues never liked him. Okay. So that's silver. Is there another way we can... Ah, right, that's the other side. Yep. Okay, so that's silver. Those are silver. Okay. And yep, okay, right. So here we go. Yeah, you're totally right. Like I say, not saying cold and heatwave are bad at all. It's just I haven't had that much exposure because I've had so much fun using Mr. Freeze, I suppose. It's always been my boy. Always will be. He's my precious little snowflake. Mr. Freeze is a snowflake. Oh dear. I think I've just started something, guys. Oh dear. Okay, so when you paint this silver, there's a lot more silver than I realised. There we go. Just getting this done. And then, is there any more silver? Okay. Hang on. That's meant to be not silver. Right, okay. Luckily it didn't get on there, so let's check the pictures again. Okay, pictures. Okay. There's nothing actually going there, so I can't really do that. But I can do the orange bits. Yes, I can do the orange bits. They're gonna be fun. And the red bits. The red bits are gonna be fun. I think it's just gonna be a small dry brush. But hey, if you wonder why I'm talking for it's because I've got my brush between my teeth. Okay, so. Okay, right, we can do this. We can do this. Yeah, like I say, I'm going to get a game of Batman on Thursday, and I'm going to have hopefully a game on the weekend as well. I'm not sure who I should be trying out, though, because I know like one of my opponents doesn't really want us using Captain Cold, because that's like his guy, which I get, you know what I mean? But at the same time, he's really enjoying his League of Shadows, so yeah. But yeah, Heatwave pushing Rage in the face. Yeah, I can see that. Right, I got the wrong box out. Time to put it away. Put it away. All right, it's going straight in the drawer. There we go. Right. That's the right draw. I need to get orange out. Got some red. I need orange. I know I've got some orange because here is some orange. Here is some more orange. Apparently, I really like my orange. We'll keep this out. We'll just put it back here. And I'm going to throw this behind us because having that drawer out is just irritating us. So, yeah. I don't know. Like I say, so what shall we do? Well, we'll have to give this a good shake. Wait, hey. Hey. There we go. Give it a good shake. Oh, I'm doing all this juggling over here. Give it a good shake. Taking off this excess dried paint. Let it actually live and apply. This is where it becomes sticky because orange on black tends to become very streaky. So let's see what happens. And very thin, as I've just discovered. Not the best impressions. Not the best impressions at all. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to have to get some bone. There we go. To thicken up the orange, because the orange isn't working. It's just, nope, not working at all. So, just a bit of bone, and bit of boom, bit of bone. There we go, so. Yeah, bone. Bit of bone, bit of boom, bit of bone. But yeah. So what was your other game anyway? Because obviously you fought against the League of Shadows today, and you've had 2 games. Oh yeah, Gotham City Sirens. How did you find the Gotham City Sirens? Were you fighting against the new stuff? Or not? I am your worst nightmare. Other than that, I kind of really want to use Reverse Flash a lot more as well. I want to use Speedsters, but it's just... I think Speedsters might be a good use in a Bane gang. I think that's the one they'd be most appropriate to use in. I am your worst nightmare. Ba 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 da da ba da da. There we go. Ooh, hello. Just trying to be careful not to get it messed up everywhere. Doing that. What else is there orange? We'll have to check again. There's a bit of orange on the back. Okay. There is a plate for that, so we'll do that. So it can't be 110%, but that's a mini for you. Life of a mini. And there we go, so that's the first one. This will be the second one. Yep. Yep, we've got all the bone bits sorted now. Absolutely. I know I'm a bit of a paint anarchist. 1 coat straight from the pot, not thinning it down. I'm a bit of a paint anarchist, I know. It's just when it comes to really small stuff that you just want to get out the way with, you just kind of not bothered, I suppose. Ugh, it's just so thin. This is why I love painting orange, and I'm so glad there isn't that much orange on him to paint, actually, if I'm being quite honest. But, thin layers, keep at it, don't give up on the first try, it will build up. Okay, so I'm thinking about giving this as wash down in red as well, because it's very, very light. It's not bright, it's just, well, it is bright because it's orange, but it's very light, and it's lighter than what I think it should be as it's seen on the reference images, so I'll give it a wash down in red, just to darken it a little bit. Oh. Ouch. New set with Amazon. So, oh, sorry, but that's, ooh, right, that's gonna be a thing, isn't it? Yeah, Gotham City Sirens with 3 Amazons. Ooh. Now, I've fought Wonder Woman on the horse against me freeze gang, and my freeze gang were tabled just by her. So yeah, I can definitely feel that pain. Ooh, I want to fight against that, because that one's going to be very hard, and hard games are usually the best within context of Batman. Oh, hypnotizing from Poison Ivy. Led to a cool moment of Rory trying to punch Leonard because he saw a pretty woman. Yes, okay, that's funny. That's funny. He started seeing hallucinations of White Canary. It was like, oh, look, hey, Sarah. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, you know what, right? My friend's just picked up Gotham City Sirens, and he already had the Amazons and stuff, because he likes Wonder Woman and all, like, the legend characters and stuff. I'm going to see that from him. Thanks for the heads up, but ooh, I like that. I like that idea. I'm gritting my teeth as I say it, but oh, he likes it. Hello, new viewers. Just painting up Heatwave at the moment. Oh, that's we're just talking in the chat, and someone's playing Batman Miniatures game I was saying he's fighting. Well, he fought against the Gotham City Sirens, but the new Poison Ivy has the possessed rule, which allows her to take 3 goons or soldiers, or also known as henchmen, from any other gang. So basically, any other army in the game, and they've went and got some Amazons from the Wonder Woman gang, basically, and the Amazon soldiers are with the Gotham City Sirens, being Ivy, Harley, and Catwoman, and obviously maybe some plants, I would assume, because it's Poison Ivy. She likes the plants. But yeah, Amazons, legalizing Amazons in a, because usually what happens is the Amazons usually can't be run as a gang on their own, because legends, which are like the likes of Superman and Wonder Woman, aren't allowed to be taken in the game because they have the legend rank, and in competitive tournament matches, legends are not allowed because they break it basically. And I'll tell you now, like, just bringing those Amazon soldiers and putting them in a gang, ooh, that's lethal. That's dangerous. I like it, begrudgingly. I like it, but I know I'm going to fight against that. What was the main thing about Amazons? Like, what was the main highlights? Because obviously, I've fought against Amazon soldiers before, but that's when I had very little idea of what they did. So, how did you find them in combination or in synergy with Gotham City Sirens? Because I want to know now. I need to know what I'm getting into. Freeze needs to know what he's getting into. I'm still. Oh, that's a clever little thing. That is a clever little thing. I kind of want to bring Batman into this. Kind of want to bring Azrael, Red Hood, and Batfleck, like Arkham Knight Red Hood, and Arkham Knight Azrael. Ooh, that's a harsh list. I want to fight that now. I really want to fight that, and I know he's going to do it. I know my friend's going to do it because he brings, like, we're both competitive people when it comes to Batman, so obviously he's going to bring a hard list, and so he's obviously going to bring them at some point. Well, that sounds really hard. I want to fight that. I want to see what Freeze can do. No plants, just Amazons, tough skin and desensitive. Oh! That's harsh. Oh! I'm getting hit right in the chills here. See that pun? That was a bad pun, I know. That was a very bad pun. I'm a bad man, I know. I'm sorry. But yeah. Oh, yeah, that sounds hard. I want to fight it. I really want to fight it now. I want to learn the hard way, and I want to fight it again, and I want to win. But those Amazons have got to be expensive. I mean, they're about 30, 50 rep, would you say? I can't remember the exact rep. I need to check the cards again, but they'll be hard. They'll be expensive, so it must be quite an elite gang. Yep. That's all the orange bits done, but now it's time to wash it down in red. Give that a few moments to dry. I think we can start doing the base now. Now, for the base, we do need proper silver. So we actually just need to undo this, undo the knit, because apparently it's not coming out right, so we need to get a lot of silver for this. I honestly think if, like, Amazons become a thing and if Gotham City Sirens become a serious thing, I honestly think we can see more speedsters coming to try and tackle them, because you can't defend against a speedster, and whilst the damage may not be great, if you can just, well, speedsters generally just harass things. So I can imagine like reverse flash, and flash just going around harassing these speeds on these Amazons, because being defense 5, that's really hard to crack. Right. There we go. I know no thin in that paint. Mainly because it's already thinned when I'm painting it now. It is actually quite thin anyway. Yeah, okay. Oh, right. That's paint. Oh, right. I'm just getting all this paint out of the way. There we go. Now I need to wash it very quickly because it's went right up the bristles. It was super. I'll be reading that. It was super tough, as I said. It was really well focused on denying objectives until Roy got hypnotised in 2 turns in a row, and Reverse Flash got hypnotised. Ooh, yeah. Okay. But you could focus on Ivy and you could take her out theoretically, obviously. This is all theoretical. Okay. That's interesting. Because obviously, when I fought my Wonderland gang against Rage, the first thing, and Lady Shiva, the first thing I did was ignore them both and just focus on the henchmen. But when you're fighting against Amazons, is that really a viable alternate? So, how would we be able to take out Poison Ivy? Because obviously, she won't be out in the open. That would be an interesting one to see. That is very interesting. Because the only way I could see it is ranged warfare, and just taking out those things with straight up blood damage. But they are tough skin as well, so that 2+ becomes a 3+, which isn't too bad. But it's still a modifier that is still, well, as it being a dice game, it's unreliable. It's a much more consistent. I'm trying to think what else, cause obviously if you're running Captain Cold, you're running Freeze Henchman, you're running Reverse Flash. Reverse Flash could deal with her, just harass her, but then again, you've already tried that and she got hypnotised. Cold, taking up 11 victory point swing, turn 2 to kill Ivy in retrospect. Should go for that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, if you can claim objectives and stuff like that, and you can claim it, obviously there is the uncertainty that he will turn on you because you could be hypnotised. But yeah, when in doubt, focus on the objectives. You're right there. I think it's just like you say, you did the best you could. Ivy does lock down things and hypnotise. That is her shtick, which I totally get. She's a hard gang, but I'd rather fight hard gang and earn a victory rather than fight an easy gang and just go, oh look, ta-da. But yeah. I am your worst nightmare. Reverse Flash. I will need to check up his card again because I really want to do Reverse Flash. All the CW stuff, and I really want to run them as like a fun CW thing. I would love to do that. Yeah, so that's an interesting one. Yes, yeah. So in retrospect, do you think it would be easier to take out like the more free agents than it is the henchmen? Role reversal there. That's quite interesting. Because it must be easier to take out, say, Harley and Catwoman and, well, maybe not Catwoman, but Harley and Ivy than the Amazons. The only thing I could really say is you can't use direct damage on Amazons, so just use effects. Try and just get the cold effect and then get the fire effect off. Because the only way I can see is ice templates. It's maybe not a case of just targeting them directly and hoping for damage, but maybe just crippling them. Maybe having someone like Ravager with power dampening, or maybe obviously like Snowy 4, or as he's now known as Icy, I think, and just putting down ice templates, getting freeze, put the ice template down for the ice template stratagem or strategy, and then just placing that down so that like they have to physically maneuver the long way around, so it's harder for them to get victory points. Because that's the only thing I could see off the top of my head. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how Gotham City Sirens do now with Amazons. So basically, a Poison Ivy gets a super soldiers. Ooh, that's harsh. I like it. Amazons. I mean, if I use Captain Cold, Heatwave, and Mr. Freeze, obviously they need to take a willpower test, but I can use Ice Flash to further cripple them. Yes, it's not. Well, it's a bit of a flip discussion. Yes, it's not auto freeze, but you do lose a movement counter, -1 defense, which is an important one because I think they're all defense 4, I believe. So defense 3, easier to hit, maybe not harder. Well, maybe harder to damage, but still, pardon me, that's still okay. Yeah, that like to people who aren't used to stuff like that, I can see that taking them like by the left hand side. I think there is a way around it. If they've taken Amazons, then they're expensive, so you can outmaneuver them to an extent. The only thing is I could see the only thing I could really think about objectives wise is if there's any way you can pick loot and multiple loots or multiple objectives that you can just pick up. Because if you can just pick them up and just hop down sewers, hop out, and keep hold of them, then you've got okay. You won't have like tons and tons of victory points, but as long as you keep ahead in the game, then you should be fine. At least that's my thought process. Like I say, I'm just thinking ways around it. It's a hard list, but nothing is broken in Batman. Nothing outside of Legends, but Legends are a different ball game. They're just for fun anyway. Right, so we painted up the. Yeah, we've. Well, I'll just do a little bit more. I can never be satisfied with this. Well, I'll never be satisfied with this space. I'm thinking of just painting the room and the base red because I like painting the bases different colours. This water, uninitiated water, but polluted water. Sorry, because obviously it's been there for ages, been washing. But sorry, yeah. But I think yeah, sorry. I like painting the rims of bases different colours just because they stand out. People pay attention. People know where things are on the game. And I think it just looks better than just a straight up black base. The black base may be better to pay attention more to the miniature as a whole, but I like painting the bases because I like seeing what I like seeing, and I think the bases catch the attention. And then you go on to the mini, but that's just me. I did have a red wash, and I did see there's a red wash in here. Yep, some bar. Oh, that's not red. Whoopsies. I know I just saw some red wash. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it went. I'm blind. Some nice bar red. Very little of it left. But hey, that's okay. We can deal with this. We can work with this. Don't you dare. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Oh yeah. That's really, really darkened it down. I'm very happy with that. I am your worst. I am your worst. Yep, that's very nice. I like that. I'll just apply a little bit more over here. Let it cool a little bit. Yep. Okay, so there we go. There we go. There we go. Right, okay, so now it's just getting the pink paint. I'm thinking of adding a bit of brown to it, or a bit of bone, just to darken it. Because he's not light skinned, is he? Luke's probably the best against Catwoman. I'm glad I played against them now. Yes, exactly. That's what matters. It's always a learning experience. That's how I really learned how to do the Wonder Woman gang. Sorry, not the Wonder Woman. The Wonderland gang. There's a very big distinction between Wonder Woman and Wonderland, isn't there? Yeah, not the best against Catwoman. Yeah, against Catwoman. Yeah, I agree, but it really, at that point, it really depends. Like, obviously, she can steal it and stuff like that. But if you've got it well hidden and covered by something that's a heavy hitter, I don't know. I can see ice templates being a thing. At least you know in a tournament you can go. You know you have an idea of what to expect, so you can actually focus more on the board at large, which is always the best thing. I just had a cast flesh. That's sundry dust. Okay, I'll do this. We'll see. We'll see. Ah, you know what? Okay, so what shall we do it with? We'll darken it with this because apparently I like this paint a lot more. So I've been used for everything else. May as well not stop. See what colour we get when we mix these paints. Happy paints, mixed paints. Mixed paints, happy paints. Yeah. Like I say, I mean, the only thing I can really think of is cripple them with ice templates, force. You need to dominate them in movement, because direct damage, it's doable, but it's really, really hard. Some people could even say overly hard. It's too hard. You know, but I think the only way I could see direct damage is if you threw Deathstroke at them. Hello, new viewers. We're just painting up CW Heatwave, and we're talking about how to beat Gotham City Sirens, who also appear to have 3 Amazon soldiers with them. It's a wonderful, wonderful discussion. I'm really enjoying it at the moment. Yeah, so I could just imagine throwing Deathstroke at them and just going, yeah, okay, I'm defense 5. You might be 2+ to damage, but I'm Deathstroke. Deal with this. And if you don't, I'm going to counterattack you with special counters. Yeah, that looks alright. I want to have a look. We will have another Twinkie once I've painted up the skin. We're just checking the skin. Yeah, we can get away with that. I'm just thinking, because obviously most objectives you have to place in the opponent's deployment zone, so how do you get around that? Outside of being a flyer, because that's an option. You could go down sewers and make sure that sewers are just in the deployment zones like hell. You just got to be careful about where your opponent places their minis so that you can actually do it. That's very nice. I like that. Maybe I should start thinning it down though. I'm just trying to be very careful about thinning the paint because I can thin it because I can make it too thin, and then it's like even more layers than necessary. Oh dear. So yeah, sorry. Just it's hard because obviously you've got to paint it in heat waves skin in two halves because he's got a massive strap around the back of his head for his goggles. So it's hard to like try and multitask when you've got such small layers to do. Yeah, that's gonna get needing to be repainted, but that's okay. Okay. There we go. So so obviously it doesn't look like much at the moment, but again, thin layers can thicken up in multiple layers. So we just got to be patient and do that. But yeah, throwing Deathstroke in there, just going, yeah, I'm Deathstroke. If you're the good guys, though, you don't have that option. But then again, like, I made a list for Arrow because I've got like cops and stuff, and I've got like a load of Batman heroes. But I was thinking of a list with Diggle, Spartan, and Spartan, Arrow, and Flash, and then not the quick response team, but the assault rifle in the new starter set, which I think is just such a massive boost. I know people are going for like quick response teams still and all that, but still, $600 for an assault rifle for the good guys is a lot. It's just so helpful. Even the riot gun, that is so helpful for the good guys. Have to admit though, I am happy that they have finally done a start set for the for Batman, because I think one of the hardest things was just to tell people saying, "Oh, Batman doesn't have his own starter. You just buy Batman and Robin separately." That tended to put people off for some reason, but hey. And even then, you'd have to say, "Well, you need a few cops now for a tournament game." So I'm glad they have made like an official Batman starter. That's nice to see, at least. Hmm. Yeah, at the moment, just getting this guy done, and then yeah, add a brown wash to his skin just to darken it, and I think that'll be, and then just bring it back up the same color that I've been using, and then we add like a very, I wouldn't say dry brush, but I want to say a wet blending because that's how I did Leonard Snart, but even then that's quite hard. So how do we do? Okay, so right, okay, so we're painting all this. We're doing all that. We're doing all this. We're doing all that. Just getting it done. Getting him done. Yep. Gonna have to repaint over the goggles because I've messed that one up big time. But on a happier note, we have done the skin layer, I suppose. It's just now waiting for that to dry. Yeah, that orange looks alright. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing the red, the glowy effect on his gun. I am your worst. I am your worst nightmare. Ba 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 da da ba da da ba da da. Oh dear. Come on, red, red, red. Everything's red, red. Everything's red. And beautiful. Right. What do I want to use as a dry brush? I don't really want to fancy messing that one up, and I don't really fancy using that because that's too broad. Right, I'm going to have to do this. So I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. Too thick. Get the boldness out. Okay, so that's the saliva. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. There we go. Red, red. And then just give it a dry brush. Oh, actually, we'll do the end here because the end tends to be quite, well, red. Red, red, everything's red. Nothing is green, nothing is blue, everything is red. Yeah, we're just getting this guy done. Just getting a bit of red on. Getting that red on! Yeah, that gun's looking quite nice now. I was actually afraid of the gun, if I'm honest, because I wasn't sure I was going to do literally every single detail, but looking at it now, it's totally worth it. I need a brown wash, I need the Agraxa shade. Because his skin's quite dark. Dark. Not pale, just quite dark. Yeah, I'm going to pull a little bit. Gonna have to repaint the gonna have to pull a little bit more here. Making sure the whole face is nicely done. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks nicely done. I've just got to redo the mouth piece in black. And then, yeah, I just got to redo the mouth in black, and then I've got to redo the goggles again. So that's going to be fun. Whilst that paint is drying, I'll be putting a sepia wash on the thing just to give it a rusted industrial look. Well, we've got perfect view of the goggles here. So they're roughly, I can't tell if they're beige or it's different, isn't it? Yeah, it's very. You know what? We'll just highlight it in grey. Just here's a. They're very much the same colour as the industrial stuff, and I'm like, no, just just highlight it in grey. Highlight it in grey, and these goggles aren't actually any colour. They're just see-through, actually. they aren't actually painted a specific colour. They're just black. The only time the orange is when he's actually firing the gun, but he's not firing the gun there, is he? No, he's not. So, as you can see, we're getting cluttered with painting pots and stuff like that now. Yeah, sorry. Right. So we'll paint this and then we'll have a Twinkie break as we're waiting for the paint to dry. So sepia. Now the reason why I do sepia is because sepia gives off a really nice rusted colour on metal, I find. And I learnt this through some proper modelers, as in, well, not proper, well, when I say proper modelers I mean like military modelers who paint tanks and then get like the stuff shown in like military model magazines and stuff like that, and as well as bust painters as well, like people who paint like busts and stuff. Because we had a club back in Washington called the Washington Model Club, and it's still around at the Washington Arts Centre. But they've got really good painters there who do all that, who like taught us really cool, neat tricks and stuff that's still used today. Didn't tell us everything, but then some of the stuff was quite hard to follow because it was a case of like, oh look, this we need 50-50 or 75-40. It's like, yeah, okay, that's hieroglyphics to me. I just think, okay, more paint than this paint. That's how I define stuff. Oh, sugar! I didn't realize I was going to blow all the things out. There we go. Yeah, okay, so I've done all that. Now just waiting for that. I might need to do another wash later, but for now that is paint. Well, for now that is drying, sorry. I need to find a tissue so I can blow my nose. Oh, you know, you could just feel something coming out. Yeah. 3 viewers. Probably best against Capt. Yeah. I don't know. Let's say my next tournament list, as long as I'm using Mr. Freeze, I'm quite happy. Because my current list is just Mr. Freeze, Killer Frost, and every single henchman, proper Freeze henchman. The only reason why I chose Frost over Cold is because of the stop ability. I love the stop ability because it stops your opponent manipulating objectives. And it also takes off a point of defense. I think that's just so much more worth it because it cripples. I mean, don't get us wrong, Cold's great, but it costs $400 and that's still quite expensive. Unless, of course, you run him as a boss, but still. You've got us interested now. Night models. Tea's still warm, as in like cup of tea. Night models online shop. Let's have the Amazons. Let's have a look at these because these seem quite evil. Right. Amazon Acrobat, Amazon Martial Artist 54, 52. So obviously that's 150 rep. That's quite expensive for 3 henchmen. Obviously Amazon's great, but Acrobat, no Acrobat. One has Martial Artist, one has combat flip, and one has good aim and rapid fire. Oh, so that's 4 blood damage taken out like most organized crime henchmen. Okay. Defense 3, defense 4. So one's defense 3, 2 defense 4. All are endurance 6. All of them 3 up strength. All willpower. Yeah. Willpower, you can mess with them. You can mess with their willpower. Movement, you can mess with, especially with the stop trait and nice templates. Direct damage just doesn't, like, you can pull it off, but is it worth the turn investment? Oh, hello. Yeah. That's the question. Is it worth the turn investment to put a good meaty combat character in? Because you could, based on experience from Killer Croc, you could put Croc in the crew, jump him out into the enemy deployment zone, have those Amazons focus on him, because he can take their damage. Not their damage. He can take their hits because of tough skin. When I used Wonderland Gang before the new edition, I had all the Wonderland Gang apart from White Rabbit, few crazy henchmen, and not like lunatics, but it's like the Arkham Asylum inmate booster thing. And I had Killer Croc. And obviously I took the weird strategy, so he's only worth 2 victory points. But Croc fought against Azrael, Black Canary, and Adam West Batman and still stuck around. He got knocked out once and he immediately woke up. Croc can just take in hits. If he can take in Black Canary, shutting them down with their Sonic Cry and stuff like that, and if he can take in, when you just place him all on defense, he can take in the combat attacks from Azrael and Adam West. He can take on some Amazons. He may not be able to kill them, but killing's not the answer against these guys. It's just keeping them in place, keeping them pinned down, keeping them away from your henchmen so that your henchmen and your characters have breathing space. So Croc could be a good way. Outside that, Grundy might be able to as well because of how tough he is and endurance-wise. Just get them focused on that, because if they don't focus on Grundy or Croc, then Croc's getting 3 victory points a turn from an ammo crate. And that might not sound like the best use of Croc, but when you look at the game not as a damage output scenario game, but as an objective-based game, he suddenly becomes worth the investment, because now your opponent is stuck between rock and a hard place. Either deal with Croc early in the game, or let him give you 3 victory points a turn, and just hope you can wipe out everyone else. That's a good strategy. And Croc is hard, very, very hard to hypnotize as well. Why does Croc become the answer to all my scenarios? I try not using Croc as a crutch, but I only use Croc in the Wonderland Gang as like a Jabberwocky proxy, or a Jabberwock proxy, just thinking instead of Man-Bat to kill a Croc, he's a Jabberwocky. But he did so well. He made that list. Well, he didn't make the list, but he was a large contributor to that list. Because I had Tweedledee, Tweedledum, Few Arkham and Blackgates, the Prisoner Bodyguard, Mad Hatter, Killer Croc. And they were so good all together. Oh, pardon me. Oh dear, I'm just waiting for the paint to dry at the moment. But yeah, using Croc could be pinning down. Like, the only thing Croc can't take is someone who's specifically really in for the damage, like Deathstroke or Azrael Batman, or anything that's leader quality that can just take things down. Like Wonder Woman, he can't tank Wonder Woman. But anything less, like a free agent, he can take. I think he could even take Nightwing. Maybe not kill him, but he can just take in the hits and just let him take in the hits whilst you get the breathing space to go around the rest of the map. I might have to use Croc in me freeze lists now. That's a weird thought. I'll have to be honest with you. Croc and freeze gang. I love me Croc. Croc he's hard. He's really, really hard. So we'll have another cookie. Amazons. Amazons are tough. Yeah, okay. So, hmm. 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 Sorry, right. That base isn't dry yet, but what I'll do is I'll do the second coat of red, wherever it is. Nope. Yes. It's a thin red, but it'll be, once you can use it as dry brush material, it'll be fine. Oh dear. Right, so we'll do a bit of red. Now just add a lighter shade so it looks like it glows. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's really nice. We can see the glowy. We can see the glow. Bathe in the glow, as Ra says on Smite. Bathe in the glow. Is it like? I'm sorry. It's always a competition of what's the most annoying thing to hear. Is it Ra from Smite going bathe in the glow, or is it Genji saying I need healing? Bathe in the glow. Always bathe in the glow. There we go. And we will add in some red on the cusp of oblivion. Okay. So that's a gun done. The gun is done. It's best I can get it. Quite happy with it. Quite happy with Rory's or Mick's skin. I just need to now redo the goggles a bit and then highlight them in grey. So, where's the black paint again? Has that dried up? Yes, it has. I don't need much, just that will do. Yeah, a little bit more black. Yeah, more black. Yep. Doesn't matter about the teeth so far because we can just, well, we're going to paint over them anyway. But right now it looks like Rory's got a little bit of a Hitler tash. So obviously we're going to have to redo that with the paints. Doesn't matter that I've got it a little bit messy over on the actual skin, because we're going to bring that up again. So right now we'll bring it up. Here we go. So we'll bring it up. Start painting. Come on. Yep, that'll be good. We'll bring out is oops. Be ever so careful. Right, we're gonna have to thin down the paint. Yep, that's nice. It's came back to life again. Yep. That's the one thing I don't like about doing skin colours and all that malarkey. It's just building up. It's such a pain. Just doesn't look right. I think I know why it doesn't look right though, because I've used it as a connect the dot to dot basis rather than actually highlight. Ah, the why I don't like painting faces. Highlighting, it's always the best thing. Yeah. Gonna have to re-wash over in brown and just get rid of the connect the dot to dots. Yeah, okay. Need to go back to the black and redo the strip. The mask, well, the goggle strip. There we go. So I need to re-highlight the ear. Yeah, this is where it gets all complicated, doesn't it? Yep, thank you. That's nice and tidy. Just get it done right. Gonna need to wash that. I'm not gonna need to put another wash, but that's okay. I think he's due for another wash as well, so that's okay. Just tidying up the wash, just tidying up. I need this to pool a little bit. It's not going to win awards, but people are going to see it and it's going to look nice. Maybe I'm just going about this the wrong way and I should just add a grey stubble onto him. Maybe I am. Maybe I should do that then. Maybe he doesn't need re-highlighting on the cheekbones. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I've done that. Yeah, okay. Now Rory looks a bit baked, but then he's meant to be dirty, isn't he? He's not the cleanest of individuals. Just trying to get it right. There we go. Just don't like you can see all the marks. Yeah, that'll be him done, roughly. Just gotta do. Gun's nice though. Gun looks very nice. I'm quite happy with how he's turned out at the moment. Just that little ball spot there. There we go. So what we'll do is we'll start dry brushing a dark grey. Oh, pardon me. So where's the dark grey? I hear you say. Well, got an hour, I suppose. Well, half an hour. We can do this in half an hour. We can do this. Where did the grey go? Where did the grey go? The dark, dark grey. There it is. So less of that, more of this. He's got a dark grey oh well, you haven't mixed around. Give this a good shake. Ooh, that doesn't look healthy. But then again, it isn't. It's close to being all finished now. So this pot anyway. So I suppose we can give it a slide. Just try brush it on. I know people say wet blend, and that's what I did on. That's what I did in Captain Cold's hair, but Rory isn't Captain Cold, I suppose, you know. He is dirty. And he has a grey stubble. And now we're dry brushing hair, essentially, on Heatwave. I wouldn't advise dry brushing hair on anyone because it can look cheap and tacky, and I'm too lazy to bring it back. Well, I say I'm too lazy. I just can't bring the. It was right next to the red. Yeah, there we go. I just can't bring the whole mini back and then wet blend the skin and the grey together. I just can't. So I'm just leaving it a little bit wet, the brush anyway. Oh, that looks a lot better. And he does have hair, it's just very, very short and small. Yeah. Yep, that's okay. Yep, that's fine. That's his thing done. Just need to wet blend the dry brush work of the stubble onto the chin. Yep, that'll be alright. Now we gotta do the teeth. Now we gotta do the teeth, and now we gotta do the teeth. Rakarth flesh, just pure Rakarth flesh, and just do a very fine highlight, and that should be the teeth done. These teeth are notorious. Ugh. I'm going to need to use the brown wash again. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. I'm trying to think. Anything that's a little bit brighter grey. Yes, mix the dark with the bright grey and then use it as a highlight. Or, even better, we had a light grey, we had a dark grey. Let's mix them up. Let's be saucy. Let's mix them up. Yeah, let's mix them up. Hey, 3 viewers. Hello, new viewer. We're almost done Heatwave now. I'm so looking forward to seeing the finished result. How are you this day? Yeah, right now we're about to play on the grayscale. We're about to experiment, try and see if we can get a bit of a neutral grey, just to differentiate the differences of the grey between the goggles and Heatwave's hair and stuff. So if we control these out of the way, keep this guy here. Yeah, so we're just about to mix up this grey. Looks nice. It's looking like a nice grey. It's looking like it exactly how I want it to look, so that's okay. Yeah, so we just get rid of the excess and we start highlighting. Suppose. Fuck. I need to. Come on. This. I need to wet the brush again. It's one slightly dry. So now we just need to thin the paint down a bit. Get rid of the excess. Apply. Just apply basically. Yeah, so I may as well just paint the thing damn goggles red to give it some life. There we go. There we go. Right. There we go. So we've got two red. Two red. Now I have to use re-highlight over again and connect the dots with grey. That's too much. There we go. There we go. So that's Rory. So Rory's glasses done. Trying to think what else. I'm just doing the base now. Even the base hasn't still dried. But yeah, just do the base in dark red, and then that's done. So how many minutes have we got? We've got 15, 19 minutes. No, we've got 14 minutes. Yep, 14, 19 minutes to paint an entire base red, which should not be hard at all. Look at me, I'm doing it now. And obviously it looks quite thin and it does take a few layers, but once it happens, once it thickens up, it looks absolutely amazing. It's went in the actual base, that's not nice. But yeah, this is Heatwave almost done. We've just got to do the base, and then we've got to do the shoes, and then that's it. We can do this. We can get Heatwave done this session. And then it's on to the militia for Scarecrow's henchman. So that's more red upon red. Okay, so that's no longer what it once was. So add some more red, I suppose. We're just getting the red done. Da, 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 da. Just getting the red. Slowly done, slowly done. Yeah, it looks very streaky at the moment, but give it a few more coats, it'll be just fine. Just gotta let that dry now. Let that sucker dry. As you can see, right now, even with just one and a half layers just attach, it looks so much better than just the plain black. You can just see, bam, okay, the base, I know, well, the base takes you to the model, then you look at the model and you think, yeah, that's nice. Now I know where Heatwave is, you know? I don't want to win games just because I've cleverly placed a model and they didn't notice it. I want to show off my minis, you know? Even in tournament games, I want to show off my paint jobs, you know what I mean? I know I sound like a boastful brat, but still. Give me a break! How many chunks have I? Oh dear. I've had too many. Whoops. Yeah, so that's quite fun. Yeah, so we'll just need to do some dark grey and dry brush those shoes and wash them down with a black paint. Oh, that's a bit of red. That's not good. That's not good. I just placed that there. I'm going to take a bit. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to just get rid of most of it so I can have it dry. Oh, that's wet. That's wet. Can't have wet. When you're dry brushing, having a wet brush is like it's a painting sin. It's a paddling. It's a locker. It's a lock over the cellar. No, it's wet. It's still wet. This is why I hate dry brushing sometimes, because the brush becomes wet and it's just so annoying. Because now the model's wet and now you have to wait for that to dry. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to wash it all down so it's all fair sport at the moment. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Right, okay, so where is the null wash? We'll now apply the black wash and that should be his shoes done. Yep. So, we have washed those shoes down. Wash those shoes down, now it's time to get back to the reds. Just, as you can see, right now, bang, that's a lot thicker than it was. That is the power of layers. The base was from Fenris Games. They do Fenris Games Industrial Sulaco bases, I believe. Don't try and get the infested xenomorph ones, because they have all the alien bits. And unless you play an AVP or you want AVP themed Batman gang, then just go for the ordinary Sulaco. I like it because it looks like Ace Chemicals Plant or Goth Core for Mr. Freeze. There we go. And that's the red base done. That is officially Heatwave done. I like how I've done Heatwave here. I think it looks great. We'll just move all this to the side, and I'm just going to let them dry. And we have about 48, 49, 50, 12 minutes left on the clock. Stop the clock. Boom. We have officially now done Heatwave. I'm very, very happy with them, actually, if I'm honest. I will be posting up pictures later on, well, very soon, as well as the Tin Man from the Lexcore Heavy Trooper conversion. I'll be posting pictures alongside of him as well. Thank you for watching. It's meant a great deal for everybody to come around and actually watch me paint CW Heatwave. It's taken us, what, 2, maybe 3 sessions to paint up Heatwave, but we got him done. He's looking alright. I will be posting up pictures on the Facebook page, so please check out the Warp Forge. Same icon as you can see everywhere else. I will post pictures up there. Once I get a better camera, I will be recording all these finished hobby updates and stuff like that back onto the channel. In the meantime, this is Heatwave all painted up. We'll be taking pictures as well as the Lexcore Heavy Trooper for the Tin Man conversion as well at the same time, so hopefully we'll get a small Batman bundle of streamed paint jobs. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more Batman content, including battle reports in the near future next year, and Tacticas in the future next year, then please check out the Warp Forge on the YouTube channel. Just click subscribe and hit that notification button. And thank you for watching. I'm a member of the Legion of Gamza. It's a very well-known war games community in the YouTube community. Please give them all a like and a subscribe. Go to their Facebook page and like that Facebook page. It means a great deal to us. And if you like this and you want to see more content, then please share this video around. The more the name that gets out there, the better. And if you want to talk, or if you want to see more future Batman content, then please share out the stream or share out the Twitch channel and share out the YouTube channel. Every little helps and every subscriber means a great deal to me. So thank you for watching. This is the Warp Forge, signing out, and remember, keep on forging.